What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to the channel. We are in Chaos 9 Tornado Canyon, and it's time to take a look at the Tesla Tower. The Tesla Tower, of course, is a returning DD2 version of a Lightning Tower from DD1, and although in DD1 it is just an absolute thing of glory, in DD2 it's pretty darn good. It's not the DD1 LT, that is for darn sure, but it's still really fun to use. Now, of course, a lightning-type tower or a Tesla tower is going to be giving us the storm damage, meaning we're going to want to combo with water for the Electrocute combo. The natural combination here, of course, is just going to be water auras. Get yourself some water auras up there, all the way up close to spawn, and watch the magic happen. Now, for this particular map, these two lanes are going to be our weak lanes. So this is where we're going to want to focus. And on my Tesla coil, I'm using controller, defense rate, and ramping voltage with destruction and mass destruction, and then vicious strikes. Now, vicious strikes is such a small upgrade over a gilded deadly strikes. It's just trivial the amount of difference. Now, vicious strikes is slightly better. But not enough to really worry about. So use Deadly Strikes if you don't have Vicious available. Now we're going to start things off with, let's go 4 Tesla Towers. We're going to get these pretty darn close to spawn up here. Now the main thing we're looking for here is we want to make sure the range is covering back to those objectives, which indeed it is. And then we can throw down our Destructive Pylon just in, say, a Lightning Strike aura. We'll throw that, say, right here, and then we'll drop a boost aura right next to it. Now, we do have the DU available on this map, so there's never any harm in getting all of the buffs in. So let's throw a buff beam down as well, and then we're going to call this side of the map GG's, shy of some reflect beams. These objectives are super close on this one, so you're just not going to do yourself wrong if you give it a little protection versus ranged mobs. Nothing wrong with that at all. Now we're going to do the same thing on these lanes. We'll go with a water aura just to get that drench in. Here you could actually split the lanes if you have a range set up. This water aura is doing almost no damage. It's set up purely just to get the drenches going. And then for here, I think we will put our Teslas back here on this. So let's go... do we want to go 4 across again? Actually, I think we can... yeah, we still got room for a buff beam there. I think here we can pretty easily go 4 like that. We'll go with a buff beam, a lightning strike, and then, of course, our lovely buff beam. Or did I say buff beam? Boost our lightning strike and buff beam. Y'all know what I meant. Now this one, we've got the towers behind the sub-objective, so it's just certainly not going to hurt to throw in a little reflecty action there as well. Coming up to this side, we've got this lovely little area where we can build it out. Now this one is kind of a small pedestal, so I'm going to go ahead and throw my Boost Aura and Destructive Pylon in first, just to make sure I'm able to fit everything proper. And then here, I think we'll go 2 by 2. So let's go... 2, see if we can't put the close ones here first. See, we'll go 2 Tesla Towers, something like that. We'll go another 2, something like that. And then we'll get our delicious buff beam down in the middle. Something like that. Nope, didn't get it placed. Let's see. How are we going to be able to get it here? Come on, little buff beam. You can do it. There we go. Oh, no, it just doesn't want to let me place it. Oh, we don't have enough DU is the problem. Let's do this. Let's throw 3 here instead. Major derpage. Please forgive me here. We'll go 3 Teslas here. I'm just fighting and fighting, wondering why I can't get this buff beam down, and then bam, not enough DU. Alright, there we go. And then that leaves us 40. Well, I mean, we could take the safest route, which would be a reflect beam here. And then we could even throw in another reflect beam somewhere. Or we could take a little bit riskier of a route. And let's go risky. Now, to do a little bit slightly riskier of a route, we're just going to throw down an obelisk. It's going to give us a little bit of map-wide coverage. Additionally, it's going to give us those buffs for the boss kill. We can put this anywhere, so we're just going to tuck it right back in the back there. Now, let's go ahead and watch these Teslas work. As I mentioned, these are the weak lanes with the objectives so close. So this is where you're going to want to be fighting. Mainly, the thing you're on the lookout for here is those lovely, lovely berserkers. Berserker's got a zerk, y'all. Zerker's got a zerk. But let's watch it go here and see how we do. So far, we're getting them right at the spawn over here. It's definitely a powerful combo, no doubt. The diminishing return stacks up just enormously fast with the Electrocute constantly being applied over and over again. You have to watch for those kobolds right here as well, as they're going to dive bomb instantly into those LTs with them up that close. So we're going to want to keep an eye out for those also. But regular flyers should be just GGs. We're just going to let them fly. And we will just burn down this lane here. What did we get? A little Zerkage over here? It looks like they got burned, but we did have some Zerkers getting Zerky over on that side. And 11 baddies left, so looking like GGs. Let's just go collect up our mana and get ready for upgrades. For upgrades, we're just going to kind of keep them even. I'm not going to upgrade the water auras at all, since these are just utility water auras. They're doing practically no damage at all. They're just there to get the big range and to apply the drench. So let's just go one upgrade on each of the Teslas. I'm going to upgrade this lane first, or this side first, since I'm kind of ignoring this side of the map. And then everything that remains, we're going to go right here. Now, like I said, we do have to be pretty darn cautious about the kobolds that are coming out of this close lane. So we're going to want to keep an eye on them and, of course, manage the Zerkerliciousness at the same time. But, you know, pretty confined area. You can shoot into both lanes from right around here. And you got instant assassin removal, as if you get an assassin on you, just run up into your water tower, or into your water aura, and then your Tesla is going to just electrocute them right off of you. So, good stuff there with the assassins. We're getting it, we're getting it. The Zerker's pushing there. We're doing pretty good, though. We got a Drakenlord coming out of the far lane. That one shouldn't be too much of an issue. As soon as he peaks, we'll just Burning Strikes him, and then those LTs, or pardon me, the Tesla Tower. It's going to be really difficult for me to start calling these Tesla Towers after seeing them in multiple Dungeon Defenders games as the Lightning Tower. Drakenlord down. We actually didn't even get into Tesla range there. And there we go. We got another wave completion. Let's just keep the upgrades even once again. And then our heavy lane. Now, hopefully we get lucky, and that's where the boss comes from. But our heavy lane over there, we will just keep throwing the remainder into. But I do want to make sure every Tesla here gets an upgrade. Let's see. And looks like we've got all three of those. Only leaves 300 left for this time, but that's alright. We can get 2 of those popped up. And let's let it fly. Now, if your kobolds do get, or if kobolds do destroy your towers here, which could very well happen, I think I'm just going to swap over to the Adept and rebuild them on that countdown for waiting for the boss to come. So, shouldn't be a huge issue if they get destroyed, as long as I'm able to maintain the lane, of course. Thought we were going to have some Zerkers there. Now, the main thing I think you're really going to want to watch out for as far as mini-bosses, you know, obviously Siege Rollers you're going to want to get uppity on. The Captain. The Captain likes to run quick. He's going to have the diminishing returns from this Electrocute combo stacked up on him so fast that he's going to just run through. You know, so you're going to want to keep an eye out for the Captain, no doubt. But we are getting it. We got us a little Siege Roller action here on this one. We got a Cyclone Shaper as well. The Cyclone Shapers are pretty easy to deal with, really. As you see, the instantaneous assassin removal. And we'll just keep burning them up here. That Siege Roller is going to be a while before he peaks. So, in fact, it will probably be the last mob left alive, potentially. Let's just get the crowd around, burn down a little first. And the Electrocute combo, of course, will help. We also got that CC going from the Obelisk. That's going to help as well. And then let's just give him the old smacking. And GG's. Now, I forgot to upgrade the Obelisk the whole time. The Obelisk is going to put out a nice bit of damage, so, you know, upgrade that bad boy. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with getting it upped. So, previously, of course, you never wanted to upgrade your Obelisk past 1 upgrade, as you didn't want to add too many additional attacks. Now, of course, those attacks are all wrapped into 1, so you can go ham on upgrading your Obelisk whenever you want. Let's let it fly again. Same thing. We're just basically watching for Berserkers and Kobolds on this top lane here. We got one something getting uppity. Yeah, it got burned, but boy, it was a little sketch down there. Keeping an eye on the minimap, of course. Now, this boss, you know, it's a big tanky meat shield, but your towers will hit it. And it spawns out of a lane, so that means this boss is just going to burn. This is a fun little map to run. I definitely enjoy it in Dungeon Defenders Awakened as well. Very, very pretty map, no doubt there. And what do we got? We got us a Cannon Ogre. Luckily, we put the reflect beams down, so we should not have any Cannon Ogre issues. Assassin gone. And then we got a little Malthius action as well. Looks like we got more pushing through. Oh, we had a Tesla coil get destroyed. It was right here, actually. It must have been a Kobold. I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest, but I'm assuming a Kobold or a Cobalt dive bombed right there. But it shouldn't be too bad. We can get that one replaced. Malthius, of course, taking their sweet time, getting all snaked up from that Obelisk. And we'll just put the burn on there. Alright, so we're going to have to rebuild that Tesla coil. Let's just throw it out here. One of the downsides of going this close to spawn with tower-type defenses is Kobolds and Kobolds are going to get uppity. They just going to do it. Let's throw a few upgrades on it. And we didn't get any upgrades on the other side this wave. Let's go ahead and get the remainder of the mana collected. And we'll just dump everything else into over here. You see we're going to have a boss this wave over here. It looks like it's going to be Malthius though, so shouldn't be too tough to deal with. Let's just grab all the juice and just throw... let's just spread them out a little bit. Or we can just jump in the hole. Let's do that instead. Alright, no loot down there confirmed. Let's get that upgrade in. Maybe? Nope, these are all upgraded too high. There's the problem. Alright, well, we're going to have to just drop it here on just to a random Tesla. Now, once again, let's go ahead and just stay focused right here. This is the lane. That lane, actually, even though it's close, it's got that little curve they got to take coming out, so it is quite a bit longer than this other side. Ancient Wyvern making the push, it looks like. Of course, that comes the benefit of the reflect beams as well. Ancient Wyvern's not going to do anything to the sub-objectives when we got the reflectage up there. Let's grab up a little bit of mana just in case we do lose a Tesla again. Assassin gone. We got a Cannon Ogre this time. We'll burn that bad boy down right over there. Alright, Cannon Ogre down, and we can just kind of chillax it out through the rest of it here and just spam on this lane. Nope, we're losing a sub-objective. Or no, we just got hit. I'm assuming that was maybe one of those tornadoes. I'm not sure. Because it didn't do very much damage to it, that's for certain. Oh, yeah, there was the Cyclone Shaper right there that just died. So that must have been what it was. We got Malthius in the mid over there, so we're going to want to keep an eye on any Skelly spawns. Malthius is good and dead, though, so GG's to that one. Now, this map drops the different themed weapons. However, they are still a piercing weapon, just like from the Genie King kill. So, you do have the Pierce going here. It's, oh, we did take a shot there. See, now, this is the only one taking damage, which seems kind of strange. Let's go ahead and just fire it up here. Looks like our Tornado Forger is coming out of the middle lane there. So I am going to just go ahead and Drago and let those LTs go ham. And then let's get back over and keep an eye on our other lane that we're watching here. And we'll just let that Tornado Forger get burned a little bit. These lanes actually look pretty clear. We got a nice range. Now, if you attack the boss here at long range, he's just not going to throw the Cyclones at you. So the further away you can stay, the better you are. That, of course, means that a single target weapon is going to be ideal for you, depending on what hero you play. Both of these maps, the Ember Mount weapons are really the best in slot. And we'll just let that guy burn down the rest of the way and get the win. So there is the Tesla Tower. Quite fun. It's debatable on that mod. It is debatable on it, the ramping voltage. Think of it as a 50% anti-mod with a pretty large amount of uptime. So, I mean, from that regard, it's pretty good. You know, the damage resets whenever it doesn't attack. But as long as there's enemies coming, it's going to constantly attack. So you're going to keep that uptime practically the entire time. So I'm going to keep it on there. I'm always going to use it with crowd control, so I'm going to have controller servo. And the defense rate is just a no-brainer for being able to stack destruction and mass destruction. Let's check it out. I think the EV canister is the weapon to get on this map, in my opinion anyway. Let's see what kind of hotness we get in the box here. And we did not get our can, but we did get a pretty darn cool looking clockwork sword. But anyway, that will do it for now. Thanks a ton for watching, y'all. And I will see ya next time around. Take it easy.